What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm on 4th day vote today, trying out the Machine Pistol Experimental, which is the variant to the Machine Pistol Storm that came out in our weapons crate update. Had a chance to kind of try out some of the new assault weapons. Just yesterday tried out the Ribioli's Optical, and of course had a chance to try out the infamous Thompson Annihilator, but I figured I would try out the Machine Pistol. Haven't been back to it since the Storm was released, I think during the Turning Tides update, and wasn't really too much of a fan of it, but I figured I would try it out today. And I'll tell you what, I was definitely surprised how insanely good this experimental is. I'm telling you what, from after this gameplay, if you don't want to equip this on your assault class, I will be surprised, as I am leaning to almost making this my go-to weapon right now for the assault class, because it just definitely just destroys, and I've been finding a lot of success with it lately. This won't be the only game I'll do well with it. I had another game where I was playing on Akibaba where I had like a 17 kill streak with the weapon, as I'm just gonna finish off those kills. One of those guys was pretty weak already, so I was able to put a single shot onto him, or technically a double shot, as there are two fire modes for this weapon. You have the single shot and the double shot, which is a little bit different from its other variant where you had a single shot, or you could go full automatic with it, which I really didn't like for the Machine Pistol Storm, as I felt like just trying to control it was just a complete pain. And even though the stats tell you when you use the experimental version, you do lose some control compared to the Storm version, it really isn't too bad considering you only have these different fire modes that aren't full automatic. So it's really not too bad to control. And then on top of that, you have some increased accuracy. As you can see right there, being able to finish off the player who's in a relatively decent range. And I feel like just using the other variant hasn't shown me any luck at all. I've just kind of stayed away from it, but man, the experimental is an absolute beast. As I'm going to try to just stay alive here for a second. I'm going to roll back up here to the top and see if I can get a couple good flanks. And just getting kills like that lately, and to be able to finish these kills is really huge for me. And finishing them as fast as I'm able to is a really big plus, because I'm usually a player who wants to try to finish those kills as quick as I can to get ready for the next wave of enemy players to show up. Now, what is really surprising about this weapon that you should see a little bit of it highlighted in this game, and that is the rate of fire for it. The other Machine Pistol Storm has a 900 fire rate, but this variant has a 1200 fire rate, and as far as I'm concerned, that is the fastest fire rate out of all of the assault class weapons. And it really comes through against a lot of different, as you can see, you're just absolutely just melting players. But it comes through against a lot of different weapons, like, you know, the Thompson Annihilator, the Automaticos, even the other Machine Pistol variant. And it's really holding up against them from what I was experiencing in the couple games that I've played with it so far. So even though it doesn't have that full rate of fire, I'm fine with that, as I feel like I can control it more. You know, I have a little optical on the end of this that I can play with and get some of those further, you know, short mid-range kills that are always kind of a struggle for any type of weapon that you have with the assault class. So gonna pull up over here, do a pretty good flank, but give me a lot of smoke and gas being thrown down, and I'm not able to see any players that are hiding around here, so not really gonna be able to finish off any kills. But they don't know I'm here, so I'm just gonna chill right next to the box, throw a couple of dynamites, see if I can some hit markers, tell where people are at. But players gonna see me from behind, but I'm able to finish them off. As far as I'm concerned, from using it, I'm pretty sure it's a 3 body shot kill, and I think you can do 1 body shot and then 1 headshot will give you a kill. So considering you only have 16 bullets in it, and what it kind of bounces off the weapon is that reload time that it takes, it's you know, a balancing factor for how hard it hits. So, but for how I'm playing, it really just working out not too bad. And like I was saying earlier, for right now at least, I think this is gonna be my go-to weapon for the assault class, as I just saw so many instances where it was just getting me out of so many just situations that normally I don't see myself getting out of. So yeah, definitely hyped to have another weapon from this weapon crate update that I've been really impressed with. I mean, I like the Thompson Annihilator. I was liking the Rubiole's optical, as I'm gonna miss the player who's in front of me but kill his teammate who's behind him, who is probably already weakened a bit. You know, some of these shots that I'm getting these one-shot kills on, some of them are, you know, weakened a bit already, so I'm not going to get those one-shot kills all the time, but I got away with a little bit too much there. But like I was saying, there's been a lot of assault weapons in this weapon crate update that I've been really enjoying, so it's been a pretty solid update for me, as I'm going to get away with more stuff right there that I feel like I just shouldn't be getting away with. And I was just kind of curious at first. I thought maybe there might be a little bit of lag going on, but game after game I was getting away with so many different plays, and you're going to see a lot more of them in this game where I'm just finishing these kills so much faster than everyone else. And you know, you just can't complain when you're getting kills that fast. Unfortunately, that automatic was just going to slip by. I thought there was only one other guy at the very bottom of the stairs, but was able to finish me off. But yeah, another solid weapon to add to the arsenal of assault weapons that are there. It makes it really hard for me now to kind of consider which one I think is actually the best weapon in the assault class, as this is just another weapon here that just, I don't know, man. It's a surprise, to say the least, as I'm going to come over here and have a really good flank, and this is going to be the worst control that I had experienced so far. I'm surprised I didn't get one kill out of all that. I understand it's not, you know, got these small fire rate modes to it, but yeah, you know, I feel like I would have at least got one player there. So that was kind of the worst kind of control I've experienced so far. I'm at least going to be able to distract them enough. Hopefully my teammates can make a push, but I figured that I kind of don't want to experience, you know, the full Zerg of the enemy players, as especially with this weapon having to reload is not the best thing. So I feel like it is superior going one-on-one, but where it's going to be, you know, balanced at is that reload rate, and then dealing with multiple enemy players, as probably the best I'm going to be able to do is get like 3 kills with before I have to reload consistently with this weapon. With its 16 bullet magazine and me having the 2-shot fire mode equipped, I would figured that I probably should get around those 3 kills. Kind of maybe pushing it there a little bit, as of course if I shoot a player 3 times in the body with the 2-shot fire mode, that's going to be, you know, 6 shots that you're going to leave my magazine, and if I do that twice I'll have 12, which leaves 4 more bullets, so that leaves 1 shot in the body and 1 shot in the head. Or since I have the, you know, the double fire rate mode on, I'll have to put 2 shots in the body and 2 shots in the head. So hopefully I can make that happen. I don't know, lately my aim has been pretty bad, but you know, you're such in close range that maybe I can get away with a little bit more. Really the highlight though is the fact that I'm able to at least finish my kills as fast as I can. I think, you know, next to using the shotgun and getting, you know, a perfect shot every single time, the rate of fire for this thing is, it's just a beast. And yeah, it's definitely really fun so far to try out this weapon, as I'm able to throw the dynamite just enough past that center grenade so they have no idea it's there. And I'm gonna shoot the AT rocket gun, get a nice little double kill, but they're gonna still be watching that door, finish off another player, and throw some smoke down, and then run on in there and throw in some more dynamite. So yeah, definitely again having a really fun time using this weapon, getting me out of a lot of jams, and especially if you're able to, you know, post up, you see some enemy players showing up, you know, just a couple shots, shoot them, then hide behind a wall, a couple shots again, shoot them, hide behind a wall. This is getting the pacing down, I think, and playing a little bit of the Thompson Annihilator has kind of gotten me, you know, ready for having the pace with this weapon a little bit better. So I think if you can get used to, you know, understanding that it's going to take a little bit of time to reload it, which is its Achilles heel. If you get used to that, and of course, you know, respecting the ranges for these weapons, I think you should do pretty well using this weapon. As again, this was a big surprise for me. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is, especially with the Storm variant, which was really, to me, I think one of the worst assault weapons. There's some shotguns I don't like, but that machine pistol was pretty bad in my opinion. But now seeing what they've been doing with this experimental variant, definitely been pretty happy. Now, unfortunately, there's going to be some little bit of those short to mid-range situations right here where I'm not going to capitalize, so still got to kind of watch out for some of the ranges. It's not obviously going to be the more of the Ribioles, you know, range friendly for the assault class, but the instances like this right here is going to be absolutely sick. I'm going to be able to do some pretty solid damage right here. He's going to have the enemy player. I think he's going to push up on me. Going to be able to just reload just in time, finish him off. Another player's going to show up here again. Going to reload. As I'm have another support class show up just enough. And that's what I'm talking about with that pacing. When you get that down, you just get the rhythm of the game with that. Ooh, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a beast, as you can see right there. So yeah, definitely some pretty interesting stuff going on here. I think that's a pretty good highlight for this weapon. So I'm gonna show up over here and not quite gonna be able to finish that kill right there, but there were a lot of instances on the other maps I was playing on, like Akibaba and some gameplay on Verdun Heights today, where there's a little bit more open field, and I was still faring out pretty well. Again, like I was just saying, you know, I'm gonna try to, you know, take out scout classes and some of those medic rifles, or really a lot of the medic rifles. You still want to keep those, you know, kind of shortish, mid-range battles at best. And if anything else further than that, you want to, you know, get behind cover really quick. But for what it's worth, it's, you know, it's gonna hold its own. But yeah, definitely gonna try to make sure we stay in the game here, though. Don't want them to creep up from behind us, as we're being able to maintain the lead here. But we got 2 of the flags right now, and I definitely want to make sure that we don't let them, you know, creep up on us again and get another L, as I've been having a lot more losses lately for some reason. So since this weapon crate update, it's been a bit of a grind playing the battlefield, but we'll be able to recap B for the most part. I had a lot of instances this game where I was hoping my team was be able to cap the territory, so I got off of it thinking they were going to be okay. Wanted to, you know, get ahead of the Zerg and get myself positioned, but then I would turn around and see that we actually were losing that exact captured territory I was on. So I was kind of torn between just staying on the flags and making sure that we were actually going to cap it. If you have those situations where all your teammates are on the you know, the territory, and it looks like it's going to be capped, so you feel like you can just get off the territory, but then you end up finding out that, you know, it didn't turn out that way. So I had a few of that happen this game. Yes, I think this is going to be the situation right here where I'm on E, and it looks like we're going to be fine. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get off of here. You know, if I see my teammates and they're looking fine, I usually will get off the territory, and I think I'm going to come back here a little bit and see that we didn't really cap E, or we capped it for like 2 seconds. So gonna pop out here really quick. I almost got myself killed, but watch that right there. Had to have been 2 shots, so I got 1 shot in the body and 1 shot in the head. It's the only thing I can imagine I think what had happened there, or maybe I got 3 shots. I'm not sure. It happened so fast for me that you know, it just goes so fast, but it just melted that player, and that was definitely pretty impressive. Now, unfortunately, it was going to catch me off guard that that guy was going to spawn right there onto D, but now I'm spawning back in the game. As you can see, we're losing E right now. So that's what I was just saying there. I was like, yeah, I thought we were going to be okay, but I had some situations where you get off on the territory a little bit too soon. Maybe should have stuck around there and make sure that your teammates were going to be able to hold it down. But I'm going to try to at least stop us from, you know, getting pushed back where our home quarter spawn is. As Fort Deville is definitely notorious for finding yourself, you know, 5 minutes later back at your home quarter spawn trying to get out from that area on the map. But gonna do another flank. Teammates are back on E, and I'm just gonna make sure this time that we actually do cap E. So I'm trying to watch this spawn over here to my left, make sure the guy doesn't drop like that limpet charge on the ground and blow up me or my teammates. Going through a grenade down, so it's fine. And yeah, I'm gonna run into the MG08 18 or 15 or whatever. Yeah, that definitely caught me off guard. But yeah, for the most part, this whole game here wasn't all too bad for a game on Fort Devaux. I think it would contribute a lot of it to the machine pistol. It was just working out really well for me. And I'm gonna come over here again and finish off one player. Then there's gonna be another player that's gonna show up. I was feeling really confident just about everything, just engaging any player. It shoots just so fast. And I'm not sure how often I do battle against the Thompson Annihilator, but there was a lot of automatico, situations where I was getting away with it. Even on other maps or situations just against support classes and medic classes that I was winning battles against that I felt like I shouldn't have been winning. They were a little bit closer range, so that's why. Of course, if you play them at their max range, I don't figure you're going to fare too well against this specific weapon. But for the most part, it was, continuously over and over again. That's why I've already pretty much concluded this is a very, very solid weapon. And this game wasn't just a fluke, because I'm unfortunately going to push out there, which I figured they might be spawning over there. And I took a chance. And I'm going to actually have the worst spawn, I think, in the game out of all Battlefield right here. You can spawn over here by E. There's going to be a player right here to my left. That's where their home quarter spawn is at. So sometimes they'll spawn out over there. And if you're have enemy player on the E territory and you're trying to spawn back onto E, they'll spawn you right back to their home quarter spawn, and they can easily just put a couple shots in your back right there. So I'm gonna have two unfortunate spawns right there that go right back to back quick deaths, but get myself reorganized here a little bit. I'm gonna make another push over here to the side and kind of make sure to watch my right side and make sure that I don't get shot for enemy players, even though they see me right there. Then throw some smoke down, and hopefully they lose the side of me, and then drop some dynamite and actually get this player right here, which was nice. And now I'm gonna do another flank, and I guess this enemy player up over here must have been weakened, because clearly, again, these are not one-shot kills. Or even though I have the the double fire rate mode on, it's not two bullets in them that are getting the kills, but it seemed like I only got hit him like once. I was able to finish him off. So yeah, even if I figured he probably had been weakened there, but it felt like how this weapon hits that you can almost kill someone with one shot to it. So yeah, we'll see how people feel about this one, if people catch on to really how much of a beast this weapon is. So it'll be kind of interesting, as right now just how well it's doing. It's quickly moving up on my list of top weapons in the battlefield, especially for the assault class right now. This might be a little bit too soon to say, even though I've had a good amount of gameplay today with it, but I'm still pretty confident from what I experienced today, and hopefully what you guys have been seeing in this gameplay, that this is a beast of a weapon. I'm just gonna try to flank and finish off this enemy player right here. Teammates are gonna be able to finish him off, and then I'm gonna roll back outside and pretty much end the game from here. So had like a 61 kill game, 14 deaths. Very fun weapon to try out. Again, if you haven't tried it out, I do suggest you pick up this weapon in the assault class. It's already available for you with the weapon crate update, as you don't have to go through any type of mission requirements or service assignments to unlock this weapon. But that's it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later. Peace.